Right, you know what I'm doing? Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, what's happened? Invite Sind. Sind is on.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Sind.
How are you? How was your week? How was your day, morning
Week has
going?
been good. We're on. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
FoodtokTV. This is the
everybody.
Yorkshire Indian. I'm trying to...
Look at you trying to put on your apron. It keeps falling on you. You're losing weight. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning. How's your days going on? Welcome to Food Talk TV Live, where they go live every day with a new host and new recipes. And if you're interested in the recipes, they're all found on their website at foodtalktv.com. Along with a picture. I'm trying to help my phone. My phone is just not working right now. But that's okay.
It says a big spice box. I brought that.
How's the sound? Can you hear me?
How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is, we're going to make some... Are you all right, Sind?
Yes, I am. It's my phone.
You got your
My phone's just acting dumb.
stand there.
Yes, I do. I'm
Can
ready.
you see me?
Let me see if I can get out of the sun. I see you beautifully. Nice lighting. I like the position of your camera. Yes, I see that. It's beautiful lighting.
I'm at the Earl of Yorkshire's house.
Oh wow, that's another creator.
He's a no. That's the Earl of Yorkshire, the royalty Earl of Yorkshire.
Oh wow.
He's not on
Good
TikTok.
for you, Bobby.
He's a dear friend of mine. Really, really good friend. He's going to come and say hello. He's going to say hello. I'm using his kitchen.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and you?
I'm good. I'm good.
My assistant.
All right, we have an assistant with Bobby's apron on.
Of course.
Sexy Boston.
That's his apron. This is Sind, by the way, and this is Food Talk TV.
Hi.
So yeah, basically we're going to be making Phil's favourite lamb chops, masala.
Lamb chop.
So I thought,
we'll
come here for dinner. He's actually made dinner. Oh, you could have waited. You could have made it on Food Talk TV, but he's already made dinner for me, and so I'm going to make this. I'm going to be no compliments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feed him some, and then obviously leave the rest to cool down, and then he could put it in the fridge and the freezer and whatever and enjoy it.
Okay. Wow, we have 211 people viewing our lives. Don't be a spectator. Please come in, ask any question you would like to ask.
What I'll do is I'm going to start with the onions and
onions.
There's nothing else really to do. Just keep drinking.
Here, I'm gonna take you off of Bluetooth so I can hear you better. I can hear you better, Bobby.
So nice.
I can hear you.
You like it like dry masala, don't you? Like a thicker, but with a little bit of sauce. So I'll put 2 onions in. So what is happening? What is happening in USA? What time is it there now? 10 o'clock?
Right now where I'm at, which is in Ohio, the East Coast of the United States, it's 11:04.
11:04?
Yes, sir.
Right, brilliant. So yeah, I mean, we were going to do an outdoor, like a barbecue lamb chops and stuff. But unfortunately, with our weather that we're getting, it is really nice weather. But the problem is the wind is quite strong. And you've got this cool breeze that's coming kind of like southeasterly. And it just kind of, when you go outside, it's just like, I need a coat, I need a gilet. It does go through you, which is surprising because it's like 18 degrees. I mean, 18 degrees centigrade. I don't know what Fahrenheit that is. It's not that hot for you guys. But for us, 18 degrees is bearable. It's t-shirt weather, you know, especially if you're from Yorkshire.
Lady J says she's in Miami Beach, Florida, and she loves cooking and handsome men. And KK is in Texas. It's 10:04.
Lady J, just keep, if you want handsome men, you just keep clicking. Unfortunately, you're not going to find any here.
Stop it, Bobby. Now, how are you going to make the
to
onions?
Miami, Miyaka, Laka. Is he back?
He's my fellow Miamian.
Do you remember Stanley?
Yes.
Come here, Stanley.
Yes, I remember Stanley the dog. There
Look,
he
Stanley's
is.
here.
Hi, Shuggy Doggy. Now you got to wash your hands.
And meet the Duchess. Come and meet the Duchess of Yorkshire. This is Duchess Janice. And
Hello.
Hello. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm very, very pleased to meet you.
I'm very pleased to meet you as well.
so these are. Sorry, I'll. Sorry, go on.
You've met my husband already, the Earl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, he came.
Marvellous, marvellous.
He's
They're in
wearing
America.
Oh, right.
Calling from. You've been there a couple of times, haven't you?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
He
Thank
said
you.
he was wearing
Really
his.
enjoyed it.
So
Thank you.
I've taken over the kitchen, and like I said, these are my dear friends. So we mix with royalty. You know, that's what we do.
You lucky, Bobby.
You know, that's what we do, man. That's how we roll.
This is how we roll. We need live. Everybody to tap the screen. Please and
You can
thank
tell
you.
with the speaker. You know, the speaker's not too loud, is it, Sadna?
No, it's not
You
loud.
just get a. Sadna,
Did
just
you
get
bring
me a
your-
plate, darling? Plate.
Bobby, did you bring your own knives set with you?
Sorry?
Did you bring your knife set with you?
Yeah, he's got loads of knives, but I wasn't too sure. I mean, obviously, just a small plate, really, not a platter.
I
Just a small plate.
believe you're
Obviously,
making.
Phil, the Earl of Yorkshire is an accomplished chef.
Okay.
He's actually, like I said, cooked a platter and a serving and dinner for us.
Okay.
They were going to do a barbecue, but the weather's not great, so we're going to be indoors. But yeah, and obviously they had their own brasseries, restaurants.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
they had a brasserie chain, and they're both like foodies. So there's do you want to explain? This is a tart that's been made.
It looks good. Is that a sweet? Is it sweet?
No, it's an appetizer. It's
Okay.
puff pastry, goat's cheese, and caramelized onions with
Ooh.
thyme.
I like caramelized onions. Lady J wants to know, what are you making, Bobby?
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the rest of it first. And they made some chicken. Look, so they made some chicken thighs.
Welcome
This
in.
looks very French, actually. What is it?
No, they're just with lemon, garlic, herbs. We're gonna have it with some salad and some Caesar dressing.
Okay. Nice.
It's fresh asparagus. Smells nice. So I am making lamb chops. I've got some lamb chops, beautiful lamb chops. Originally, the idea was, I was going to cook from here, but we were going to cook in the garden and do I was going to marinate them and do them on the barbecue. But obviously, Phil loves lamb chops curry, so I'm going to make a lamb chops curry.
All right.
So I'm just going to quickly get on these onions. We need to get these caramelized as fast as we can. Where's the ghee? Oh, the ghee's there, isn't it? And my own lady is here. Look.
Hi.
What's up, how are you? Sadhana.
How are you?
Did I say it right? Tell me I said it right. I said it wrong, right?
It's nice.
That is Bobby's wife.
So you can't hear it very well. It's not loud, is it? That's why I have the
Bring your
headphones.
headphones.
No, I've got the headphones, but I wanted everyone else to hear.
No, put your headphones on.
Connect it. There's no speaker.
I hear you fine.
Who are you asking?
No, I
Just saying,
was.
thank you for the likes, by the way. Thank you for the follows, and thank you for
Yes.
joining FoodtokTV. If anybody's got any questions, fire away. If I missed them,
That's why I'm here.
send this girl here. She will read them out.
I'll read them for you. Yes, I will, sir.
You don't mind?
Well, caramelized onion. I used to work for Don Shula's restaurant, and when they made the caramelized onions, they used, I believe it was ketchup.
Say that
They
again.
used ketchup and some type of tomato sauce to make their caramelized
Ketchup?
onions.
No, God, no. Jesus.
Well,
This
what
is
do you
royalty. They don't use ketchup.
What do you
What are
use?
you talking about?
You just
My
use the
ladyship using ketchup to caramelize onions?
Yes.
God damn. Where are you from, man? You're from New Jersey?
Yeah, they
Ketchup?
did. They used ketchup, tomato sauce. I think it was tomato sauce, ketchup, tomato sauce, and something. They caramelize the onion. They use a reduction sauce to make it. A little brown sugar.
From the onions and balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
So when you caramelize onions, you basically slowly. A lot of people don't do it because it's a slow process, and they burn them. They can't mediate the heat. So
Okay.
you've got to be really low and slow to caramelize onions. And onions, they go through a chemical reaction and they release the natural sugars. The moisture dissipates and the natural sugars come out. You don't add any sugar. The natural sugar of the onion comes out and basically caramelizes it. It starts going brown.
Okay.
Not a burnt brown. They start going brown and they become a little bit sweeter and tart.
Okay.
And but you don't need to add any vinegars or any sugar. Some people use demerara, sugar, etc., but you don't need to do that if you follow the process. But the problem is, like traditional food here, a lot of people don't like to make it traditional because it takes time. You've got to stand there at the pot doing the tadka, doing all that 25 minutes, getting that process going, and people don't have time for that. That's why I show, the British Indian restaurant curries, which you can make the whole thing start to finish in 20 minutes. And that makes it a little brown sugar. Yeah, Lady J, yeah, some people do add brown sugar. That's for sure. It's a little bit of a cheat, but a lot of chefs use it. So if it works for you, it works for you. But the traditional way is just like follow the process. And obviously, good things come to those who wait. So
Correct.
if you do it right,
yes,
it just tastes that much better. Where's the mudge? You know, like spicy, aren't you, Phil?
Yeah.
You've got, like old traditional. Shall I put my shall I put my headphones on and then nobody's? Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. Then you've given your attention to them.
Right. Okay. Let me just.
it's okay. I got you. Lady J says Lady J says she's enjoying your advice.
Oh, thank you, Lady J. Yeah, I did. That's right.
Thank you for the likes, guys. We're almost at
It's gone down now.
2,000 likes. We need to try to get them to at least 10,000, but let's shoot for 5 for now. Welcome in, everybody. This is Bobby the Yorkshire Indian, and this is Food Talk TV live. They go live every day with a new chef, new recipes, and if you're interested in the recipe, all of them, along with the pictures of the recipe, is on their FoodtokTV.com. And if you're interested in joining an agency, which they're a very growing agency, they have over 1,300 creators, you can go ahead and hit that button on the agency and somebody will reach out to you on walking through the process.
Oh, you know what, Sadna? I didn't bring a curry.
Yeah, I'll do it. What else wooden spoon or something like that?
I did, yeah. This one. Yeah, flatty one. Yeah, that'll do.
You look so comfortable, Sadna.
Yeah, that'll be fine. She can't hear you now because I've got my headphones on. I just need a sliver of ginger and I'll do some juliennes later. I don't read it right now.
Did you bring some?
No, I didn't bring any ginger.
Oh, have we any ginger?
You got any ginger?
Fresh ginger now.
Oh, if you ain't got any fresh ginger, don't worry about it. It's just to add later. So, no, she can't hear you because I put the headphones on now. Because she was concerned that I couldn't hear you properly, from the speaker.
Right.
Because I've got using an iPhone, but the iPhone speaker, it's really low. And people think I'm deaf, but it's not. It doesn't come out very loud. But now I can hear you very, very clearly. She's asking
Birdie
you.
normally says, I said, tell her she looks very comfortable.
You look very comfortable.
I'm in my manner.
She's in the manner.
Listen,
we're with family, basically. Phil and Janet's here. They're basically family. White Rose Rogan, Leeds United fan. We've got White Rose. We've got the biggest Leeds United fan here. He's the biggest Leeds United fan. Let me just get my cranberry juice.
Birdie says it's not that he's not listening. No, it's not that he doesn't hear you. It's that he just doesn't want to listen. That's what Birdie tells me. I don't know where she's at.
And anybody who's watching me do this, I'm not being offensive, but if you see Birdie's name, you'll know what I mean. I've only got two hands, but that's her name. I thought it was just
Uh-huh.
my
That's
phone.
exactly
I
what
could
you
think,
use.
yeah, Scrap Lover 150. My iPhone, the sound is so bad. And then when somebody else has got an iPhone and they're playing music and through the speaker, it's so loud. And I don't understand what's going on. It winds me up. So, right, let's get this going. Shall I
Okay,
put
so
this?
he's making curry.
I'll move the camera. Don't you worry.
No, we like
We're
the shirt,
making.
Bobby. I like the shirt. I like what does it say in the back of the shirt?
But you just see my back. It's Japanese. It says what that means is Godzilla is is that what it says, isn't it, Sandra? It says Godzilla is the best.
Hey, White Rosen. I don't know if you know this, but I got banned out of Bobby's live last night.
So she should have. She was smoking.
I, I was talking crap and got kicked out.
No, we were just talking. I was just talking about obviously my upbringing. We were talking about my upbringing, and we've lost a lot of people. Everybody's disappeared. Yeah, Scrap Lover 150, White Rose. I was there. Oh, he was there. He
Oh,
was a
you were
bit
there? I was
quiet.
gonna say, I forgot. I forgot.
You know why he didn't? You know why he didn't reveal himself? He didn't reveal himself because he thought we were going to call him into the box to take your place.
Oh,
That's what
no.
it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, because I'm only cooking the one dish, what we're
Okay.
going to do is we're going to do a lot of questions and answers
Okay.
and whatnot, and then obviously, I'll see if anybody else wants to take part in
Okay.
in speaking to you.
Oh, well, that's
What I did
fun.
was I cut some chilies and some onions, two medium-sized onions. I've sliced them, not diced them. I sliced them. I brought some ready-made naans because I didn't really want to do too much here. That's enough. I'm going to make that, and it's about 1.5 kilos of beautiful, beautiful lamb chops, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Just going to finish rinsing them. I've got a glove. You? No? You go on. You can go on Sadna. Go on TikTok. You start giving me likes.
How far are you away from your remote, Bobby?
How far? It's about 18 miles. About
Oh, not
20,
bad.
18, 20 miles.
Not bad. Lamb chop. It looks like a pork
Got some
chop. It's made
lovely.
into pork chop.
No, that's because I've just soaked them in water, so it
Oh,
loses
okay.
a bit of that colour, that redness.
Oh,
They're
okay.
all gone a little bit whitey like pork. That's why a lot of people think I'm making pork. But I just wash them.
Forge,
So
welcome
no,
in.
it's not pork.
Forge
So we're
says,
just gonna.
Bobby.
Is that all right, there, fan? So you're not filling up anything. So yeah. So Phil's here. If you got any questions for Phil, he probably can't hear you. I don't know why. Can we not just leave the speaker on, Tabner? Oh, but you told me I listen to you now. I'll just automatically listen to you. I shit myself now.
Lucy, welcome in. Lunchtime, welcome in. Forged, welcome in. Right, Rosen, thank you for all the likes and the shares. Yes, we need that. We need to push this live out to the For You page. If anybody could type in the chat,
Please.
hashtag For You, FYP.
I'm in the house. How you doing? I'll just have to try and hear them. I'll put this on. We've got a little mic here. They can hear me, but I can't always hear them. You speaking, Sind? I can't hear you.
Oh no, I'm trying to pass out. I'm trying to share the live. I was like, oh, thank you, whoever sent the gifts. Thank you. Let me see who that was. I don't know who that was. It's not there. Hi, Phil. This is his assistant for today. This is Phil's home and his wife's home, and he's here to answer questions as well. If you have any questions for you, thank you for the hashtags.
I made him wear this apron with pride. White Rose, meet Phil. This is White Rose. His name's Richard. He's a big Leeds fan. Just come back. We're just talking about Portugal, White Rose, and he's just come back from where you just been. He just come back Thursday.
Oh, he was in Lagos.
Near Lagos.
Yeah.
Near Lagos. Yeah.
And he's wearing the sexy busted apron.
Yeah, but Yeah, but next to Phil, I can't wear the sexy bastard t-shirt, can I? Next to Phil, I can't do that, can I? You know what I mean?
Good
There's only room
stuff.
for one. There's only room for one. You know?
He says, when making a roux,
Oh, he's asking about a room.
what's the ratio? The ratio.
50-50 flour and butter.
50-50.
Equal amounts.
Not ghee, butter. Actual butter.
Yep.
Okay. That was lunchtime.
But also with that, when you're making a roux, it's bit by bit. You've got to follow the process again. Am I right?
Yeah, you need to melt the butter first, and then cook out the flour.
Uh-huh. But how much flour, how much butter?
Equal ratios. So 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of flour.
Okay.
Boiling milk, and then gradually, when you cook the flour out with the butter, when the butter's melted and the flour's mixed together, then you slowly add the milk, and that makes your sauce.
Teleport time wants to know what type of pan do you use? Pan. What kind of cooking pan?
It's very noisy, my friend. Sorry, what you say?
It's okay. What type of pan do you use?
Just
For the roux.
Yeah, just a normal saucepan, deep saucepan.
Deep saucepan. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Forge, for the gifts. All right. Thank you for the questions. It says cook out flour. So you're not just mixing it with the butter, you're cooking the flour out as well, right? On what temperature?
Not too high, because the butter will burn and the flour will catch. So a gentle heat, just to melt the butter first, then add the flour, equal amounts, and cook the flour out 1 minute.
1 minute, okay.
Add the other ingredients.
Well, like I say, what the mistake people make is temperature control. That's why I always talk about Indian food. There's a certain temperature gauging that you have to do. It comes with experience. It's difficult to teach it, but you can tell people. Same with the roux. When you melt that butter, people put the high heat on, the butter starts going brown and burning, and that's just going to change the flavour. And also, they add all the flour at one go. You just add it gradually and mix it. And then the same thing about the milk, but the temperature is...
What if you're making, is it the same ratio if you make it in the oven, is what Teleport Time is asking.
Questions for you, mate.
What was that, sorry?
What is the temperature if they choose to make it in the oven? Would it be the same ratio?
Yes, it's still the same ratio. The only reason you do it in the oven, perhaps, is if you want to brown the flour to make a brown sauce instead of a white sauce. So you toast the flour in the oven, but realistically, you want to do it in a saucepan all the time.
Can't do it in the oven.
Are they saying the texture?
You can't do it in
Okay,
the
so
oven.
lunchtime is asking, should it be the same texture as peanut butter? No?
Looser.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit looser. Okay.
Looser.
Okay.
But you can't do it in the oven. You can't do it in the oven. That's like putting it in the air fryer or something like that. You can't do it. You know, a lot of people put in a lot of food and dishes in the air fryer for convenience or for health reasons, but there's some things that just you don't mess with.
Right.
You know?
If it's not broke, you don't fix it.
It's the old school way. People have tried to innovate certain dishes. It's good to innovate, but certain basic things or base things, you have to get it right. You have to do it the old way.
Yeah. Yes. White Rose and asks, do you ever boil your onions and blend them? Yeah.
Not really. I like to kind of that curry base that we do, the curry base, it is essentially, we're not actually frying the onions, but we put enough oil in there. They essentially do end up boiling a little bit, but we brown them first on a high heat, seal them a little bit, and then obviously we add the water and the spices, and it just kind of stews rather than boil. Boil's a different word. It stews, and we slowly stew it. It's like making like a casserole or something, you know.
Thank you for the light, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone.
There.
So lunchtime for
What happens is the chemical reaction to that boiling, it just takes all the flavour out of the onion. It takes all the goodness away, all the sweetness away, and all the natural flavours in there. It just neutralises it. You're not really going to get the benefit at the end. Caramelising it and sealing it kind of helps. that end part. I'm just going to put this here, guys. So what we're doing is like I said, we're making an authentic lamb curry here. We're browning.
Trisha, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. This is Bobby, Yorkshire Indian. He is the host.
So white rose wrong, and obviously I'm not going to brown these, add the spices, add the tomato, and then add the lamb like you do on certain dishes. I make so many Indian dishes totally different ways, but like I said to the guy last night, if you follow the base that I do, for authentic cooking, the onions, add the ginger garlic, add the tomato, cook it through, add a bit of water, you can more or less make anything like chicken, lamb, you could make veg. Follow that formula for now, but obviously when you start learning like all the dishes that I kind of know, no two dishes are really the same, but it kind of seems that way when you're on TikTok and you're on YouTube and you see people cooking. They put the onions in the oil, they brown them, they add the spices, they add the tomato, and if you bloody hell, they're all the same. It's the same base every time. It's not really. They're just kind of cheating a little bit. It's not the way. Some dishes we don't even add onion. Some dishes we never add tomato. Some dishes we never add water. They're not all the same.
Okay, teleport time.
Completely different way. I need a tissue.
Okay, I have a question. Teleport time wants to know, is the flavor better from the oven? He said the flavor is better from the oven, I think, when wanting brown sauce. I guess he's still talking about the roux. And Trisha, one more time. I'm sorry. I know you came in late, Trisha. I love you, beautiful. He's making curry. Curry lamb, right? You're making curry, right?
Yeah.
Curry lamb. So thank you
Right,
for
I'm going
coming
to turn
in.
this up. These onions are just nice and soft, translucent, but not brown. So what I'm going to do is in this now, I'm just going to add the lamb. I'm not even add the ginger garlic, I'm going to add the lamb. And what I've done, look at that.
Thank you, Rosa.
1.5 kilo in there, all in.
Ooh.
So what I'm going to do is I put this heat really high.
Okay.
And what I've done from home, rather than bring my spice box, I've cheated. I've had all the spices there, and I'll talk you through them. I've even added the salt in here. So I'm just going to throw it all in nice and easy.
Bobby, you made that little spice packet yourself?
I use for my Yorkshire Indian spices as well. Obviously, this not being sealed, because I just grabbed one and threw all my spices that I needed. You can see the salt at the top.
That is so cool. You made that yourself? You made your own spice pack?
Just to come here, just for here.
That's cool. Bobby, you should do stuff like that and put it in your merch.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing spice blends. At the moment, I sell spices, but I'm going to start doing spice blends on my.
Yes, you should. Yes, I agree. You should. That's wonderful right there. You do that, and I'll buy some, and I'll cook with you from home.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll have a word with my son, see if we can get him over to USA. But it's just the problem with USA. Things like spice boxes and aprons and t-shirts I can do, but just have a look. So I'll turn it here. Things like spice boxes I can do, but when it comes to food items like spices, just stop it.
Okay. Well, listen. Trisha says she don't think she ever had lamb chops though.
Don't think I've ever had lamb chops. I've had lamb though. So these are lamb chops. These come from the breast, basically. They're a prime chop. You can get back chops. So you've got the back here. You get the back chops. They're a bit tougher. They work a little bit like mutton. But if you cook them right, they will cook nice. But lamb chops, these are like prime. You're like a prime rib.
What's up, Eric? What's up, my brother?
And
Hey,
what I was
thank you,
gonna do
Melissa,
is
for becoming a member.
I
Thank
used to
you.
marinate these and cook them on a grill or in the oven or on a barbecue. But this is a curry version. I'm going to make a curry version special for Phil. This is just for Phil. And like I say, he doesn't get much chance. Every time we meet, I try to bring some food or he comes for dinner or whatever. but then he never stays that long, you know, because of the distance as well. And then we tried to bring, but then the last time I did promise some meat. And so what it is, Phil, me and Phil know each other, the history. We're both,
Phil keeps singing in the background.
Both restaurateurs. And Phil used to come to my restaurant, and I used to go to his restaurant. And he had a brasserie, and I had an evening restaurant.
Okay, time out really quick. Melissa's in the house. Eric, Country FTTV creators, general managers in the house. And Teleport Time would like to...
See, Country's the general manager of FTTV.
Okay.
His name's Eric. And he's the main guy now. He's like looking after everything, you know, for the Europe side, the UK side. What I'm telling you about.
Yeah.
And Teleport Time would like to see what's inside the pot.
He's a dear friend of mine, Phil. Say hello, mate.
I can see.
You hopefully be meeting him soon when you come down for those general meetings in the UK, mate.
They would like to see what's in the pot, Bobby. They want to see the pot. Yes.
You want to see
they want to
pot?
see what's inside the pot.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I don't think it fits the guidelines, me showing you my pot. Oh, the pot, the cooking pot.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Voiceless, what's up, Voiceless? I was in your live last
So
night
what
and
I'm
I
doing
didn't
is I'm
see your
waiting for
face.
all this to change colour. We're trying to sear it. We're
Nice.
on a high heat. Yeah, there's a higher heat there actually.
It
Yeah,
looks
I might
good.
just do that. Move this out of there.
It looks good. Teleport Time says thank you. Thank you. Teleport
So
Time
we're
says
moving that
thank
to
you.
a higher
Bobby.
heat there. And then we'll put it on simmer later. So yeah, so that's that. With the camera. Problem is, I didn't bring my other, you know, my hand. So I can actually, you know what? I'll just do this. Bear with us.
How's that, Country?
Country.
I don't know if he's still in here or not. Where are you, Country? You probably came in for hello and left.
Oh, you came in and left.
I think so. I don't see his name in here. Yeah, I think he left. But thank you for the likes, everybody. We're already almost at 10,000. Good job. Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much for these
And for the
likes.
share. Yes.
You are at basically the Earl of Yorkshire's house. He allowed me to come and cook. Well, obviously, he loves my food. He's allowed me to use his kitchen and make a big mess. But as you know, anybody that follows me, you know I don't make much mess anyway. He says that. He's just made a mess. But I clean as I go. You know that, don't you, Sind?
Yes, I know. We always clean as we go.
Right, I'm just going to...
Make it easier for you as you go. Put away dishes, put away spices, wipe down the counters, tap that screen. Let's go. We almost at 10,000. Thank you, White Rosen.
Thank you very much for the gifts and the likes. Food Talk is highly appreciative of your contribution. I'll just put the number of trips over. Oh, we can see there now. So what we're doing is we talked about heat moderation.
I need to
This
do my
is
hair.
how I roll. I'm just going to wait for all this to change colour. Once it's changed colour, I'm going to go with my ginger garlic. So I made some ginger garlic paste here. Tap the screen, tap it, bastard. I'm going to put some ginger garlic as soon as that's brown. And then we're going. We've got the cranberry juice on the go.
All right.
Oh.
Looking forward for the share.
And Phil is actually also not just an infamous restaurateur.
Kaz is in the building.
He's a wine expert as well. So
Oh,
he's
he
where I got my love. My love. I've learned so much from this guy. Is my love of wine and my love of cigars from this guy.
We have Kaz in the building.
Oh, you can't say that. It's the guidelines. So pick it up. Can't say things like that, love.
You heard.
My life is ad-libbing.
You heard,
I'm
Bobby.
sure you get intoxicated when I drink.
Bobby, you heard. Kaz is in the building. Kaz came in
Why you?
because I've been trying to get your attention and you can't hear me. Listen,
Oh, Kaz, no, Kaz.
there he is. Our
No
fearless
earphones, I can
leader.
hear fine. No earphones, I can hear absolutely fine. No, what it is, Kaz, I've got other people here. I'm at somebody else's house and they need to hear what's going on because there's a lot of questions directed at my friend here. I'm with the Earl of Yorkshire. So I'm the Yorkshire
Yeah.
Indian, but this is the Earl of Yorkshire.
We need to
He's
see
like
you.
my 9th or 10th in line to the throne or something. This Kaz,
Hi,
Kaz is here.
Okay.
And he's been answering questions on French cuisine, English cuisine, etc. Because he's already cooked before I got here. And I'm here to do a full curry. And I can hear actually quite well. I can hear quite well. Oh. Kaz, we're with royalty now. You got royalty on FoodtokTV. What more do you want? This is what I bring you. Say hello to Kaz. Come on.
Hi, Kaz.
Kaz, ask any question about food, wine, or whatever.
Kaz
And,
is our first.
is Lady, she's Lady Janice. Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's there. They've gone for an hour.
There's a question for both of you. For both of you, from lunchtime. How important is a menu to start a business?
Good question. It's crucial. Well, how's anybody gonna know what you got? Oh, do you mean the menu creation?
Yes.
Well, do you ask the crap question? It's like somebody comes in and go, "So what do you do?"
Phil
What
Kaz
do you
says,
want?
"Nice to meet
Oh,
you."
I would like some roux baked in the oven. Well, you can't. Well, how would I know? There's no menu.
Phil
Kaz is saying,
Kaz
nice
says,
to meet you,
"Nice to
Phil."
meet you."
I was just telling Kaz, I was just talking about you in the orangerie. I'm just talking about all about you, and he knows all about you now. So that, well, not everything about you, but he knows a lot about you. About you, you know what you do, who you are, what you like, and so when you come down, we'll get together, definitely for sure, 100%. Right,
I want to go down to
lamb now has changed colour, so I'm ready to go with my ginger and garlic. Sorry,
I want to go down too. I want to come down to UK.
you want to come down? You can't come till you're 51. Tell him that I like his apron. He likes your apron. I've actually literally asked him on the phone yesterday, would you like to be on camera? He says, no. And I brought him an apron. As soon as he saw the apron, he goes, yeah, go on, I'll say hello. Well, it is his house. I've kind of like taken over his kitchen. So I'm sure you don't mind because I think
welcome in.
It'll taste right.
Smells good.
Smells good. And then what we'll do is, because this is for Phil to eat whenever he wants, today you're going to get an exclusive. You're going to get somebody who's not, like living in my house, that's kind of like forced. You better say it's good, to say it's nice. You got somebody who's going to eat it for the first time. And I'm making it spicy, so if he coughs afterwards, that's his problem, because he probably hasn't had real food for a long time,
Guada says hello.
Hello, Guada in the house. I love Guada. She's a great cook. She makes loads of cocktails. She's brilliant, Guada, man. Guada. And then she does the dancing.
Oh, get it, Bobby.
Get some macarenas.
Get it. Teleport
Guada does
time.
the dancing. She does the...
Teleport time asks, what kind of breading is authentic for a schnitzel?
What kind of breading for a schnitzel? Do you think we are? Sweets. Come over. Answer this question.
What's the question?
What's the question again?
What kind of breading... Hold on, let me scroll. What kind of breading is authentic for a schnitzel? Guada, thank you, Guada.
Breading? You mean the ingredients for the bread?
Yeah, it said breading.
A lot of people are using Japanese panko.
Thank you, Guada.
Dried breadcrumbs. It's pretty good.
Dry breadcrumbs?
It's called panko.
Panko, I know panko.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Your schnitzel, you get your Just
Let's
in the
chop this.
flour, then your egg, and then you get your panko breadcrumbs. And if you do some grated Parmesan cheese as well, at the same time, that's a great way of doing your.
I have a question.
Go on.
What exactly is a schnitzel?
Schnitzel is a flattened piece of meat, like usually pork or veal. It's
Okay.
pan fried. It's breaded. It's breaded and pan fried and served with a squeeze of lemon.
It's very similar to, you know, the Italian Parmesan, you know, the New Jersey Parmesan, the Italians, they make the Parmesan, the veal Parmesan.
Uh-huh.
They batter it flat, don't they? And then they add the breadcrumbs, and they pan fry it, and then they add the sauce and the cheese and whatever. Parmesan?
Okay.
Yeah.
Parmesan.
You know the Parmesan. Very similar to Parmesan, isn't it? So. Is it not? Isn't it?
A couple times says thank
Exactly
you
the
all.
same. It's the same as a Parmesan.
Thank you, Guadalupe.
So I'm just going to throw these tomatoes in. I've not actually added any. I've not added any spices yet. So I'm going to add. I've got some 5 or 6 tomatoes and some tomato passata. I like passata. Throw that here. Not going to need. I only need to cut some coriander, and then we're going to go in, and I'll give you a little close up of the food. The best I've ever found is in Milan. Well. Best food. Where was the best food in Italy? Rome wasn't that good when we went to Rome, was it?
Best food is in the south.
South, yeah.
Julia.
I want to go to Rome.
Yeah. Well, the best food I ever had, Italian side, was south. I was south of Bari. There's a place called Fasana, but anywhere south. I mean, Italy is historically classed as North Italy, South Italy, although it's all one Italy. And it was always the Romans. The North was classed as the Romans, the ruling class, and the South see themselves as completely different. As peasants, you know, basically. So a lot of the peasant food is what we eat in the restaurants. You know, the lasagnas and the pastas, and they're all peasant food. This was all, the nose was turned up. But these are all the Italian classics that you have. Very similar to Irish food, Indian food, whatever. It's like the poor food, the peasant food. Come up and said, right, we want that. You know, these are classics. You know, things like monkfish was for the poor. Oysters was a poor man's food. It was discarded. It was a throwaway stuff. Now oysters, how much do oysters cost? You know, they charge a premium for oysters now, you know.
They're saying hands down the best pizza is in Napoli.
Yeah, almost pizza.
Napoli. Yeah, I agree with that. And I tell you what, the Napoli style sourdough, oof, very nice.
Well, KK saying the best food she's ever had was in Santori, Greece.
Okay. I'm going in a couple of months.
Are you going to make us some Greece food?
I'm going in September. No, not Greece food, Greek food.
Greek food. You're going to make us some Greek food with
I'm making Greece food now.
I got you before you finish.
Greasy.
I got you
Greece
before you
food.
finish.
Right, so as I said, I actually took the liberty. I didn't want to bring my spice box, so I added all the spices into this packet where I sell my own spices. But I did haldi, which is turmeric, garam masala, a little bit cinnamon powder, a little bit of coriander powder, cumin powder, and no methi in there, and some cardamom powder in there.
I can't wait for
a little
you to
bit of black
spell that
cardamom powder essence, and that's all gone in. And I put some rock salt to taste. What I'll do is I'll try the sauce later, see if it needs any more salt. I've got to be careful because my wife says I put too much salt in the food, but because I use Celtic salt and I sweat a lot when I'm training, I like the extra Celtic salt in my dishes, so it hydrates me and it sorts my electrolytes out.
I was going to say the same thing.
I like it.
I was going to say the same thing. It hydrates you. Yeah. Bobby, I cannot wait for you to come out with your own spices on your merch. If you guys have not checked out Yorkshire Indian's page, I suggest you go to his page, and he has great merch on there, but I'm waiting.
Trisha's Kitchen in the house.
I can't wait for you to sell those spices on your merch. I can't wait.
But I sell them already. But I just can't sell them in America. You got to sell them in UK. You can't sell them in America because it won't wash. And now that we're not part of the EU, there's going to be checks in the EU So it's
What if I
mainly
what if I change
UK
my
only. I can't even send them to Ireland without having additional checks. It's a wind up.
what if I change my
Just
VPN?
boil just some water in, like half kettle, and then I'll just add it whenever I need it.
What if
It'll
I
be
change
great.
my VPN, Bobby? I change it to Europe.
Forged in fire in the house. Forged in fire.
Bobby's thinking of
Anybody
video.
got any additional questions? Do you have any unique Hungarian dishes to recommend? Me? I don't really know any Hungarian dishes apart from. But is it Hungarian or is it crossover goulash from Russian? It's so close, isn't it? Yeah, but goulash traditionally is from Russia, isn't it?
Hungary.
Is it Hungarian goulash? I always thought it was a crossover dish because essentially, historically, they were kind of like controlled by the same people, weren't they? Hungary and whatever. Paprika soup, yeah, very similar. Paprika, smoked paprika they use for goulash.
All right, we're over 13,000 likes. Thank you for pushing the live to the For You page.
Thank you, but you've got nothing better to do. Get your pock on the palms and pop like this. If you've got any questions, I mean, look, you've got the Earl. You've literally got the Earl of Yorkshire here. I don't understand why you guys are not taking advantage. I'm just sorting this stand out, sorry.
I have a question for you, Phil.
Go on.
What is your favorite dish to make?
Favorite dish to make?
That's the question I always get.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not lamb chops because I don't know how to make them.
That's why you got Bobby making it.
It's your favourite dish to eat, though, isn't it?
It's a favourite dish to eat. Yeah, I don't know. Simple things, really.
Let's get some water.
Simple pasta.
Throw some chilies.
Phil, I have one more question. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
I can't see you, Phil. I need to see you.
You not boil it?
I need to see the sexy Boston on screen. The sexy Boston. You are being called to the stage. You're being called to the stage. I don't see him. Okay. Hi, Phil. Everybody, this is Phil. If you have not met him yet, this is Phil, the Earl of Yorkshire. This is his house.
This is the Earl of Yorkshire, everybody in America. This is Earl of Yorkshire. I think 9th in line or 11th in line to the front.
I do have a question. You said you like the simple dishes. So what is the fastest simple dish you can make?
Oh,
don't say peanut butter and jelly.
Salad.
No. I would say spaghetti. Spaghetti with chili and garlic and parsley.
With chili?
That's just...
Shades of Parmesan cheese. Probably takes about less than 5 minutes.
And you know he's made that sound simple, but that is an Italian classic. What he's just described there, and they put some green chilies in as well. That's an Italian classic.
Well, I use red chilies. I just put a little bit of olive oil past the stokes.
How do you put the red? How do you put the?
Oil up past spoon it in, dipping it past the water, shapes of Parmesan, less than 5 minutes past food. Right.
He says, so what is authentic? Bangers and mash made with and is a breakfast.
No, bangers and mash is sausages, potatoes, green potatoes with lots and lots of butter.
Green potatoes?
Really good pork sausages from Yorkshire. It's a lunchtime dish, and you really need fried onions and a nice rich red wine sauce with it to make it properly.
Okay, so I have one more question.
Hey up, Stanley.
No, I have one more question, Phil.
It's Phil's questions and answers. You'll have to come over to mine next Saturday.
Okay, so
questions and answers.
I'm waiting for him to look at the camera.
No, he's not doing it. He's
he's
answering
not.
questions on bangers and mash.
And he's running
You can
away.
ask me about bangers and mash. Anything Yorkshire, you ask
Oh,
me.
thank you, Ford. You're way too kind to me, sweetheart. Thank you. I don't know. He keeps walking away from the camera.
Cacio di Pepe. Very, very similar. It's just Pecorino Romano. Very nice.
Pecorino Romano.
I love that. And what I do is with pecorino, I actually freeze it, the block, and just take it out and then grate it and then put it back in the freezer. It just works perfect. It works perfect. Yeah, Kaz, good shout. You what, sorry?
No, I'm trying to get a hold of Phil one more time. And he keeps leaving
I think
me.
they were asking about the lady of the house and if everybody's okay, like, because Kaz was asking her. She's gone now. Go, what you saying?
No, I'm here. Phil,
Go on.
if someone was to ask you to make them your signature dish, what dish would that be?
Well, when I went to school to cook, everything was French. So it would
French?
probably be something like coq au vin.
And what is that?
Cooked in red wine with smoked bacon and shallots,
Okay.
mushrooms, garlic.
And what wine would you serve with it?
It wasn't. It's not. You thought it was your prom night, didn't you, coq au vin?
And what wine would you serve with it, Phil?
Where did we get that?
What wine would you serve with it? What drink?
Well, traditionally it's Burgundy wine. So
Burgundy.
French Burgundy wine.
Okay.
Good wine. You won't make good dishes without good wine. So you want some good, strong.
Okay, so I have one last question for you. Did you learn from Julia?
From Julio?
Yeah, from Julia. You know Julia, the cook. She was an American chef, but she loved French cuisine and she learned how to cook. Julia, I can't think of her last name. Kaz, what's her last name? Kaz,
Well, that's impossible, isn't it? It's impossible for anybody in England or anybody in France to learn anything
Julia
from an
Child.
American cook.
Thank you guys, Julia
That's just
Child.
not possible.
What, Bobby, you came out of nowhere. You came from the ground up.
Yes.
Because I had to pop out the woodwork for that one.
You came out of nowhere.
I had to pop out the woodwork for that one. I'm defending England on that one.
So did Phil learn from Julia Childs? Did you learn anything from Julia Childs?
Oh.
No, I learned from catering school in Leeds.
In Leeds. Okay, that's Bobby's favorite place to go is Leeds.
Have you heard of Marco Pierre White?
No, sir.
Marco Pierre White, he taught Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah?
Did he teach Gordon Ramsay how to cook?
That's the level.
He was at school with me.
That's the level we're talking about here. This is Sind?
I'm here.
That is the level. Marco Pierre White, that's the level.
Taught Gordon
It's
Ramsay.
like one of the busiest restaurants, well, two of the busiest restaurants in Leeds, excluding mine because mine was Indian and I was outside of the city. I was in Headingley, but Phil had two in the city centre and there were brasseries, like classed as brasserie restaurants. Continental, bit of English, but mostly French inspired food. But
Okay.
next level stuff, you know? Like everything was great, like the food, starters, main courses, desserts. Those were back in the day when we used to have cheese boards, but the regulations stopped us having cheese boards. We had to keep all the cheese in the fridge. Never the same.
Oh.
Never the same.
Aww.
Because, cheese, you need certain camemberts and certain cheeses need to be room temperature. And if you go to Europe, you're allowed to have those cheeses at room temperature and then melt and go soft.
Right.
Here, we're not allowed because of guidelines. Because obviously the bacteria in cheese, and it's a food substance. You know, he's making some, look, it's just warm that. Are they eating now or?
He wasn't a chef. She said she learned, they did a documentary on Julia Childs and supposedly she learned everything French. She loved French cuisine. So she even had her own show cooking, but she wasn't a chef. That's interesting. Never knew that, Kaz. I never knew that.
Yeah,
See, now
there you go.
Part.
No, but you're talking, like, the thing is, Julia Child, was she a TV chef?
Yes.
Yeah, but,
and she loved French cuisine.
That's the thing, you know, they can inspire people. If you're serious in the business, like say, you know, you could be a TikTok chef or you can be a YouTube, wherever. But in the trade, you have to be classically kind of taught how to actually go out there and do things in the right way. And it takes time. So you got to be like younger, younger to do that, and,
Oh,
and then mold yourself and learn. And I say Gordon Ramsay, he was like, he's used to the old school being shouted at, screamed at, sworn at, and had things thrown at him. I'm used to that. Phil's definitely used to that.
You
But
get
Phil
things thrown at
decided,
you?
obviously, he's a really good chef, but he decided his skill set was more like front of house and running the whole thing, and that's what I used to do. I used to run from the front, but when there was an emergency or there was issues, then I had to run things from the kitchen.
Right.
But it doesn't mean because I was at the front of the house, I didn't know what was going on in the kitchen. Obviously, I still used to do all the ordering, the checking, the health and safety, the environment, everything I used to do. But I used to run from the front, so I'd be customer facing. But I have run restaurants from the kitchen, which is fun as well, but hard, especially when you open a new place and all the customers just want to say hello and see you, and you're busy with all the orders, and you've got to run and say hello. Stanley!
Marco, White Rosen says Marco comes from Yorkshire.
I'm just letting this simmer down. While that's simmered down, I'm going to get some coriander, going to cook that. Marco comes, yeah, exactly, that's what I said. Marco is from Leeds, from Yorkshire. He's a Yorkshire lad. He used to go to school with Phil.
Oh, get out of here.
He used to go to school with him. So yeah.
Did Marco teach?
Phil knows a lot, a lot of people, a lot of chefs in the game.
Did Marco teach Gordon Ramsay how to curse?
White Rose wrong, and the guy who said I would travel to Leeds for Leeds United and whatever around Europe. It's with this guy. We've been to Rome, we've been here, we've been there, we've been all over the place. Even came to the new camp in Barcelona. We went to watch Man United when they won the triple. He went reluctantly, but we all kind of there's 5-6 of us went to. We had to fly to Nice, hire a car, and drive to Barcelona from Nice, which is in France. And we had a great time, a really, really good time, really good time. It's amazing. Try something you wear though. Nearly done, just a bit of simmering down now. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have anything else to cook. We're just going to cook the lamb. I just thought I'd take the opportunity to, while I'm here, we'll do some questions and answers. Anybody's got any kind of questions? Like I said, the beautiful thing is,
if somebody were to ask you your signature dish, what would it be?
My signature dish. It works in different phases. You're on about starter or finger food or main course or...
Doesn't matter. For your starter, what's the simplest?
The problem is I'm known for so many, but I'll go back to the restaurant, back to the days of old. When I was at the restaurant, my signature dish go-to that everybody would ask for is my jeera chicken. And I think Kaz has made it a couple of times. It's my chicken wings, where I stir fry it with cumin seed. Jeera means cumin, and chicken obviously is chicken. So it's jeera chicken. I make it with wings. And I used to do a spicy with green chilies, all the spices, throw it in. And I used to put on a plate and hand them out to the staff. And the staff were just blown away of the taste explosion. That, look, I just saw you cooking that. It didn't look like shit. And I'm eating it now. That's amazing, And everybody dream of it. Like all my old staff that I'm still in contact with, they're grown, they're old, they've got families or whatever. And they're like, I want some of that jeera chicken. Yeah, Kaz has made it.
Bobby,
so,
what's your...
let's have a little cheeky look while you're talking.
Okay.
Let's have a cheeky look at what the progress is. Not up my nose. We'll put it down. There we go.
What is your simplest dish, the simplest meal that you can make? And not salad. I knew you were going to say salad.
Salad.
So White Rosen says...
The thing is, everything's kind of simple to me. What it is what is simple, what is difficult. Everything's simple. Some things take more time. Some things you have to give more time. So what is simple, and what is difficult? When you've learned and made so many dishes, nothing's really that difficult. It was when you were doing it at the beginning and you were trying to perfect it and get better and better, So the question's kind of for me, a bit confusing. But simple, I mean, if I wanted to do, when my mother-in-law was alive, and my dog was alive, I'd like make bhajis, make bhajis, like, the fried pakoras that I make. And that's quite simple. You just get some fresh vegetables, fresh onions, some spices, some gram flour's just there. It's ready in the storeroom, in the cupboard. You take it out, you mix it, add a little bit of water if you need to, you fry it, you make some chutney. It's hey presto, it's done.
Bella Bobs, when you come in here, Bella Bobs? Hi, how are you?
Bella Bobs in the house. Get down, Bella Bobs. We remember.
So KK. Okay, so let me tell you.
Forget.
KK says the food looks delicious. Corey says
thank you, KK.
it looks like the meat can fall off the bone. Hold on.
It will do. Not yet. It will do. The way I've fried that with the onions, and the way I've kind of like sealed it, then it will eventually. But the thing was, because of lamb chops, I didn't like. He had already had them cut, and I made the butcher hand pick each piece and show me each piece, and that's 1.5 kilos. So you're talking about 25 pieces in there. Okay. And I want to show me everything. He needs to have the bone. He needs to have the bone that was attached, the original bone. Otherwise, I ain't having it because I don't want it flopping all over the place, Okay. Because I'm making a curry and I want it to be sturgid. So,
white rosin.
And I don't want it falling up. I want it to be soft, but we want it to be moist. Some people, like I say, temperature control again, they rush it. They put the heat too high. It's cooked and then it's tight. And then it's like you bite it and it's like leather. Like shoe leather, and people think, "Oh, this isn't right. This isn't right."
Okay, right.
And it might not be the meat that's off. It might be the cooking process. So if you change the cooking process, certain meats, even goat, even mutton, I can make really tender.
Okay, White Rosin says he bought Masala sauce, so he needs the recipe for the wings.
He needs a recipe for the wings. I take it to my fucking grave. You're not getting it. Tell White Rose, I challenge him to come to my house and we'll do it in front of him.
Oh yeah, you heard that one.
And he can make it, and I'll talk to him, and I'll teach him how to do it. Is that for me?
You've been called out, White Rosin. You've been called out. He says for you to come to his house. You've been called out, brother. Let's go. What you gonna do?
Can you believe this? I'm getting fed.
So good.
Usually it's me feeding other people.
It looks so good. And that's puff pastry with what? You see what I mean?
Nice.
You shouldn't be eating in front of camera because now it made me hungry.
Remind them what it is.
So it's a puff pastry tart, goat's cheese, caramelized onions, and fresh thyme. And there is a little bit of balsamic vinegar in the onion.
Bobby, Bella Bob wants to know where's her invitation.
I barely got invited.
He's challenged too. Right, Rosie, you heard him, right? You're gonna come to his house and make it together with him?
Is he gonna do it?
I don't know. He's got some shock face on there. He has the emoji like this. Look.
He has to come. Figures he won't get a pass.
He said 100. 100. He'll do it.
His missus won't let him leave the house. Bring your missus. Bring your missus, bring the kids.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Food Talk TV. This is your host, Bobby, the Yorkshire Indian who's eating in front of us.
I love the way she said Yorkshire.
Okay, Yorkshire.
What did I teach you, Sind?
I think Bobby's in love with me.
Say it, Sind.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, the one.
Yorkshire Indian.
Everybody loves Sind.
Oh, thank you, Bella Boss.
Everybody loves Sind.
But okay, so you totally interrupted me, but okay. It's okay. You just made me hungry.
Oh, I love this.
Go ahead, get it, Bobby.
That's nice.
You know when the food tastes good is when you start dancing while you're eating it.
You know it's nice when you start dancing. I'm telling you. So I'm just letting this simmer while it's simmered down. Hopefully I didn't make all that mess.
Get it, Bobby. Eat, Bobby. Dance, Bobby.
Dance. Put some music on. Dance.
Yorkshire.
Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Just turn that up a little bit more.
Kaz, thank you for all the gifts.
Thank you, Kaz. Kaz is coming like a prince, mate. Prince. Sorry, I'm eating and cooking, but I am answering. Obviously, anybody got questions, we're answering. Thank you very much for all these likes. It's been great, and all these gifts and all these questions and all this interaction. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. We're over 16,000 in likes. Woohoo! Look at that.
I'm gonna get so fat today. Crazy.
Oh.
He said I am. I'm already fat.
Tell him to turn up the music so you can dance.
Oh, look.
This is dessert. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Wow. That's a big creme brulee.
It's a big creme brulee.
That's the largest creme brulee I've ever seen in my life.
Is that sweet? Is that sweet?
Yeah.
It's a dessert.
We have the
Oh.
with,
Cass said he was
custard.
trying to move.
Creme brulee.
Cass said with his gifts he was trying to move Forge to number 2. So this way he get the number 1 spot.
Oh, Forge.
Is
on,
creme
Forge,
brulee a
fight it.
sweet dish?
Come on,
Is it a
Forge,
sweet
fight
dish?
it, man.
Is
Fight
creme
it,
brulee a
Forge.
sweet dish? Bobby?
Sorry?
Is creme brulee a sweet dish?
It's a dessert. It's got a texture of custard.
Okay.
And what you do is basically
Thank you, Bella. Thank you,
add
Kaz.
sugar on top, demerara sugar, and they burn it with the flame, and it caramelizes the sugar and leaves this really hard crust over it.
Okay.
And then when you break into it, it kind of like cracks, like crack, you know, crystal meth. It cracks. It's really nice. Not that I know what it looks like. I just watch Breaking Bad, you know. Hey, Jesse, we gotta cook.
You don't hear him?
Put some coriander in.
He said he doesn't know what crack is, but he was watching Breaking Bad. It's terrible. It's a flan? Okay. A flan.
So, ooh la la, monsieur. Guarda.
Monsieur.
Ooh la la, hey, monsieur. Come on, Forge, fight for the right to be number 1. You can't let Kaz beat you, man. You can't let Kaz beat you. Guarda, you're number 3. You can't let Forge beat you. You can't let Kaz beat you. Guarda, come on, man. Come on, Guarda. Oh, Kaz is back on. Kaz is back on. Thank you, Kaz.
He was back on with 1 rose.
Thank you for look at that. Kaz sent a rose. What?
Kaz says he loves his
camera.
French accent.
Look at that. Interactive 3D. Anybody gonna send another rose? Kaz, I love my French accent. Ooh la la.
Bobby, do you wear glasses?
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Beaucoup. Merci buckets. That's what we say in Yorkshire.
Jeanette! Oh, she's in here. Look at that. Oh, thank you, Guada.
Oh,
Thank you.
Jeanette Bush.
We got Guada in the race.
Bush into the game.
Thank you, Guada. Guada's in.
Always welcome. Your Bush is always welcome round here. Bella Box in the. Look at this.
No, Bella Box is in the race.
Oh
So
my
we got
God,
Bella Box, Kaz, and.
Let me just. Oh, look, I got a hat. Look. Look at this.
Look at that.
Whoa, look. All these interactive roses.
Wait, I don't know what that means, Forge. What is it? Nous aimer tous les France. Le français.
A hat
I
and
know I got the
moustache,
last
like
part
another
right.
hat and
What's up,
moustache.
Janet?
What it is it comes on and you get the hat and a little moustache.
Oh, thank you. You guys are so kind.
I'll just give you
Janet
gifts.
says, how is everyone? How is everyone? Ça va bien. Ça va bien, merci. Et toi, à vous?
Look at
Comment
this.
allez-vous?
Kaz is not going to lose today.
Thank
Kaz
you,
is
Guada.
saying,
Oh, I got a gift from
you're
Guada.
not fucking winning. I am fucking winning.
Who's the new dude?
Let that come
This
down,
is
and then
that is
obviously we'll just wait for the oil.
the Earl of Yorkshire.
I don't think I'll
Did I
put
say
any
that right?
more water
Did I say that
in
right?
there.
Oh, Kaz, you losing.
Enough sauce,
Kaz,
but
you
if we need
losing.
a
Hold
little
on.
more later, we can do.
Who's
I mean, that's-
there? Who's there? Is
that's
that
what you
Guada?
need, but I wouldn't, you know.
Where's that Bella Bob's? Hold on, wait.
Won't be a
I'm gonna find out.
spell.
Who's in the lead?
What we
Hold
do
on a
is
second.
I just test a piece like
Dang it,
that.
it won't let me touch it. Okay, hold on.
It's not breaking
Hold on.
as easy.
Stop. Okay, so Guada's in second place. Forge is in third. The new guy is Phil. He's the Earl of Yorkshire, and
The new
Bobby
guy.
is in his house making curry, lamb chop curry. I'm sorry. Oh, I
saying?
got another kiss from Bella Bob's.
I just gave him a little taste. You saying?
Coffee brewing. Thank you for
Spicy.
coming in. This is Bobby. He's our host. He's a Yorkshire
He is the
Indian.
Earl of Yorkshire. Earl
Oh,
of
I got a
Yorkshire.
hat. A lot of
And his
stuff.
ladies in there. She's in the garden. They're in the garden. The ladyship's in the garden with my lady, and my kids. My kids are here as well.
Oh,
Both
so
my,
sweet.
my son and my daughter are here, so they're enjoying together. So this
Yes.
guy's actually a godfather to my kids as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I
that's
thought
how long
Kaz
we've known each other.
Hey, look at Bobby. He's blushing.
And he was at my wedding, and I was at his wedding.
Oh, nice. How long have
And
you
when he
been
was at my
friends?
wedding, you got married 6 months after or a year after?
Year after.
A year after. A year after.
Bobby, how long have you
30
been
years of
friends?
married bliss.
And then when we got a dog, they got a dog. You know the Cock Spaniel Stanley? Exactly the same.
Oh, look at that. Hey, both
You
of you.
dummies.
Hey.
We got a dog, and we've always had
Thank
Cocker
you, Coffee
Spaniels.
Brewing. You're so sweet.
We've
Red
always had
Wagon
Cocker
is in the
Spaniels,
building.
same Cocker Spaniels, and basically, obviously, mine, Neo
His
passed
is
away.
Indian, mine is English.
Oh,
Get a Cocker Spaniel, mine's Indian and his is English.
Yeah.
It's a Spaniel. Something to do with Spain, I'm sure of it.
Kaz said Guada. Guada said Kaz and Guada are competitive. Also, now Kaz is
They
in the
look
second
competitive
spot.
to me. They look, and
Kaz
Kaz
is in the
is
second
not.
spot.
Kaz
Yes,
is
he
not
is.
backing down here. I've never seen anything like it, Kaz.
But Kaz is in the
Kaz, that
second spot.
competitive edge is coming through. Now I know. Now I see it. He's got the fire in his belly. It's like, nah, man. I'm not having these
He
guys.
likes the battle. He's a vet.
They can't touch me.
He's
Kaz
a
is in the
military
kitchen.
vet.
He's doing the dance. Do 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 do. Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Can't touch this.
He's a military vet. He can't back down. He's not gonna back down from a fight.
KK falls in the house.
Oh, there goes Kaz again. Oh, forget Bella Bob's just lost her first. Oh,
I don't want to make too much noise.
y'all two are funny. I love it. I love it. Guada and Kaz. I love it.
Never give up, never surrender.
That's right, Forge. You tell him. Never give up, never surrender.
But what you don't understand is you haven't got what Kaz has got. Kaz has got a tattoo in his heart, and it says,
Oh, nice. That's nice.
"Fortune
I
to
like
the
that.
victors."
Fortune to the. Hey, I like that.
Fortune to the victors.
I like
To the
that.
victors. And Kaz
That's
is
good,
watching
buddy.
Fortune to the victors. And basically, he's not going to lose. He just can't lose. He's not going to do it.
No,
He'll just
he
check
went
in every
down.
5 minutes
Guada got
and send
him.
more gifts.
Guada's ahead of him. Guada's ahead of him. He can't.
Right, nearly there.
Guada's ahead of him.
Oh, yes.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Food Talk TV. He is your host. That is Bobby, the Yorkshire Indian. You can follow him on Food Talk TV creators. And
Phil,
if
could
you're
you
interested,
boil a little bit more
lamb
water?
chop-
And what I'll do is I'll pour it. I'll put the coriander in and I'll end it and then let you guys get on with what we're getting on and we'll do it.
Let's get it on.
Let's get to 20 pounds on the bucket. Hurry up. Tappy, tappy.
let Phil know I heard his wife.
Up the
She said,
screen.
let's get it
Listen, thank you so
on.
much for these likes and these gifts. They keep going. What the hell was that?
Bobby's trying to beat. Kaz is trying to beat
Stanley,
Guada.
have you ever seen a
Tell
money gun?
Phil.
I've never seen a money gun.
Eh.
I don't think we get a money gun in the
Bobby.
UK.
Bobby, tell Phil I heard his wife sing "Let's Get It On." I just heard
Great
her
singer.
sing that.
She's a great singer.
She just
She's a
sang
great
it.
singer. Your ladyship, do you know Let's Get It On? You'll sing it for you.
Let's get it
Oh.
on. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby.
Sing it, girl. See, she could be TikTok famous.
Let's get it on.
There you go.
She could be TikTok famous. Oh, look at you.
She's going for it. You need the music now. Hi, new here, Persian or Armenian? I don't know. What are you?
says
Wow, that's a
never
good
been-
voice, that, actually. Jack. That's a really good voice. We need a because she's not drunk. Okay, we need a karaoke machine.
Oh, that was sweet. Hey, I like that little gun.
We need
like
a
that
karaoke machine. We should stay live all day and all night. We'll probably get kicked off TikTok in about an hour if we stay alive. Because it's going to get a little bit, let's get it on, tasty in here. There'll be loads of food. There'll be loads of cranberry juice.
20K in likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, KK. You guys are the best.
I'm just
All
going to add a
right.
bit more just because I think, going further down, you will need a little bit of sauce. Because I only put two medium
that's
onions
it.
in it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
perfect as it is, so I'm going to leave that as it is. But
Lamb chop
nice and
curry.
soft, lamb? Is it cooked okay?
Lamb chop curry is what he is making.
Tell them, don't worry, I will show you the end bits. I'm just going to have a look at this piece here.
Kaz told Guada, I can't afford this live. I need to pay my cable bill. That was funny. That was a good one. I like that.
Kaz, just message Andrea and she'll take over. Get her to say she has to get to number 1 in 15 minutes or else.
Oh, he said his Apple bill.
So I'm just adding a bit more water here because obviously, like I said, we're not going to actually eat this, but Phil is going to try one piece with a bit of salad, with a bit of sauce in front of you, and I want to give him, wanted him to give you the verdict of what it is. Does it bring back memories? But you got to understand, the people on TikTok only know me from like a couple of years or whatever. They don't really know that I could actually really cook. What does it taste like? It looks like. Does it taste? But these are the people who have known my food for over what, 29, 30 years? 30 more, longer? 35? 35 years.
Wow.
They've known my food for like 35 years.
Wow. So you're brothers. You're practically brothers.
So they've been eating my food for 35 years. Even Lady Janice used to come to the restaurant as well. A little bit inebriated, but she used to still eat. She knows the food. And they know that I can cook and they know my food and they remember a lot of the dishes. Because I came out of the restaurant trade and I had nothing to compare. Only when we meet at functions or parties or get-togethers, that's when they get my food. And then whenever I get a chance, I try to drop things off. But I don't always get a chance. So I do know in my mind, I owe Phil, from my heart, this dish that I'm making now, which is special to me, special to him. And obviously, I'm introducing FoodtokTV into a really special dish. So what I want to do is I want him to try it. I've left a little bit of sauce there. The reason being, because he's going to not eat all this today. I'm not going to eat it. We've got other food to eat. He'll pack this and put the sauce, and then he might warm it in the microwave next week, next month, whatever, when he wants it. And so it needs to have a little bit of sauce. So it won't look the same as if I'd finished it and I was eating with the family straight away, but it will taste the same. I guarantee you that. So I'm just going to finish with some coriander. And we'll leave a little bit. Cilantro, they call it, no, they even say cilantro. They go, cilantro, I like the cilantro. Do you have the cilantro? Do you have cilantro in the house? I'm just going to sort this out.
I have a question, Bobby.
You don't have many questions, you. Go on.
I have a lot of questions. Okay, so is Mr.
So you always say, I have one question. Just ask the fucking question. Go on.
So, is Mr. Phil a part of TikTok?
No.
I would love to see him cook.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear what he said?
No.
He said, what's TikTok? He said,
We don't do
What's
it. We don't know it.
Did you not hear that? He said, "What's TikTok?"
TikTok is what Bobby is on right now. It's a
Yeah, but that's
social
the point.
media.
That's the point. You don't get the humor. The point is, he's saying, "What is TikTok?" And it's like, look, what is TikTok? Meaning, I don't know what TikTok is.
I thought Bobby was on largely Negronis.
Why would I? We can say it, but we can't show it. I'm on large Negronis.
You're wrong.
Bloody day.
That's a Negroni.
Oh no, they'll kick us off. Right, okay. So,
Oh, is that
I would love to see him cook on TikTok.
Oh, that's appalling. Cranberry juice, not Negroni.
so I'm going to show you now. Anybody got any questions? Everybody's here actually. I know it's quite.
Yes,
an
my question
interesting,
is, will you
show
introduce
for
us to
everybody.
TikTok? Will
So
you
put it on the
introduce?
plate.
Yeah.
Or do you want a bowl?
Janet says that's a very pretty kitchen. And KK says, what time is it there, Bobby?
Dinner time.
What time is
It's
it?
5:05.
5:25 in the evening, the afternoon.
25 past. Oh, so he's closer to me because Bobby, you're like 5-6 hours
This
from
off,
me.
we'll leave the lid on, and then what I'll do is I'll finish it off for you later.
Hamburger.
Have you got like
5:21 in the UK.
got a like a spoon,
Dinner time.
like a ladly kind of type of spoon.
Bobby, are you gonna teach him about TikTok? Bobby don't want to answer me.
Tasty one, small one.
It's not that he don't hear me. It's just that he don't want to answer me.
Yeah, 1 second. There was a plane going past.
Sadna. Sadna's in the live. That's Bobby's wife.
There you go. Let's just put some of that sprinkles on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to show you. Move that out the bloody way. That is, well, that's the
Lamb
that's
chop.
the lamb. And what I've done is I've left, like I said, I've left a nice sauce there, a bit of gravy. Usually I make that a little bit drier. But there's Phil there. And obviously you're going to have some as well?
I'll try something.
You're going to have some, Phil?
Phil's already eating it. He's already cutting it.
He's trying it.
Oh, nice.
I am the
Good
connoisseur.
tender.
So I make this in a different way, moist. This is lovely with naan bread. I brought him some naan breads as well. So let's have a look. First reactions.
Oh my God, I'm going in.
Engage. It looks good, Bobby. Janet says it
Nice.
looks good as well.
And by the way, I've not even tried the sauce.
It's beautiful. It's almost as good as I remember it. Making it 35 years ago.
Well, you used to have this at my house and I used to bring you out loads. You trying some, Janice? Lady. Stanley, you want to try some?
The tomatoes are good.
Look at Stanley.
Worked really well.
Stanley is so cute.
Gorgeous.
How does the wife like it? How does the wife like it?
The wife.
I don't know her name.
The wife. Janice. Lady Janice.
Lady Janice.
And Janice does like milder food, and this is quite spicy. And she's saying it's good. Spicy,
Nice.
but spicy nice. Not too like blow your head off.
It's got a nice afterkick.
Yeah?
Yeah, beautiful.
So not blow your head
Oh,
off.
what was my favourite? Murg
Murug makhani. And I've made a murug makhani for these guys. Murug makhani is literally translated to butter chicken.
Yeah.
But my restaurant, we used to do super mild butter chicken. And I used to make it with tandoori chicken. So we used to get a tandoori breast on the bone, take it off the bone, chop it, and then slap it in a butter chicken. It used to
Janet
be-
says
and
he's spicy.
that was Lady Janice's favorite dish, and Phil was just like anything coming, but he likes spicy. He likes spicy.
You like stuffed tea?
Janet
Staff curry.
says
So
he's
he'd love staff curry. So what we have is a staff curry. People say, "What's staff curry?" Staff curry is the pot
Oh, Phil.
that we make for the staff. So rather than the chef make like 15 dishes for all the teams, like somebody might want something else, he's gonna have to make it 15 times. So what we do is in restaurants and takeaways, we make a staff pot,
That food's always the best.
and they come and help themselves, and the only thing they need to make is like chapatis or naan bread
Yeah, it's
or
always the
roti, whatever they want, and it's usually the best. Phil is tearing up. Are you tearing up, Phil?
Oh, it's great.
Spicy. I've not even tried it. I need a spoon. Have you got a spoon? I'll tell him. I'll tell you what he's going through in a minute. I don't know if I could have cocked up the chilies.
Water.
I think it's
Water
those
says-
chilies. What I did, I put everything in the pot. I put everything in bags to bring here.
Uh-huh.
And then what I did was all I needed to go to was the butcher's to get some lamb.
Okay.
So we drove to the butcher's, got some lamb, and then I remembered in my head, I went, oh, I didn't get any green chilies. So I bought 6 green chilies. But the thing is, when I have green chilies at home, I always test them. So I know what they're like. So maybe the green chilies are super hot. I'll tell you now.
Guada says it looks stoning. Cass says Phil is tearing up.
No, he's fine. There
And
is
Jen-
spice.
And Janet
Oh.
called you a spicy
Okay.
bastard.
No, it's gorgeous. The chili really comes through at the end. The meat's nice and tender. The sauce is rich, and the chili just gives it that kick at the end. It's beautiful.
Good. Nice.
So it doesn't just look right on the TV and on the screens. It kind of like tastes right as well. So I stand by it. But I don't like to brag like, No, it's like I do like my food because I like food and I like eating food, and I'm not one of those that like, oh well, yeah, my food's great. And it's like, well, if I make something and it don't taste right, I know it don't taste right, and I'm my biggest critic. I'm my largest. Well, actually, probably not. My wife's my biggest critic.
KK says
I'm
she
probably
wants
my
to-
second biggest critic. But Kiki, come and get some. Kiki, do you love me? Come and get some. Kiki, do you want some lamb chops? And a radiator, oh Kiki. Ask
says
Phil
it's love.
ask Phil how he thinks we're going to do next season. Well, you've been asking that for 18 years, haven't you? 25 years.
Phil, join TikTok, Phil. Phil, join TikTok. I want to see you.
Well, that's not happening.
Don't know what it is, but I like it.
Well, listen.
You don't know what it is, but he likes it.
It's a bless you guys from me. It's a bless you guys from Phil. We do
now.
appreciate you
Phil,
joining
nice
in.
meeting you.
I'm gonna have to clean up the mess that I've made, but I haven't really made that much mess, to be honest.
Have to move house.
You can tell he's, why we get on. His sarcasm is just like next level. So, but that's how we do it. It's banter. That's what it's all about. This is Yorkshire banter. So, look, I'm going to clean up, tidy up. I'm going to pack his food away, and then we're going to sit down. We're going to have some.
Sounds great.
I've got some cranberry juice in here. There's nothing else in there. It's cranberry juice. And
Well,
I only
listen.
have 2.
Thank you, everybody, for the follows, the likes, the
Oh
share,
yeah, it's been amazing.
the comments,
Epic.
the questions. Thank you for
Don't
the
forget
gift.
to join in. Don't forget to join in next week, same time next week. And also, if anybody is new and haven't followed me, my name is Yorkshire Indian on TikTok. I'm based in the UK, as you probably noticed. And we're about to go and sit in the sun, enjoy a few cheekies, and enjoy and reflect on what the hell just happened. And I might actually just get kicked out. I might just leave.
No, you're not. Shut up. I love you, Bobby.
You guys too. Take care. Love you. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.